400 million. Leonardo Salvator Mundi selling here at Christie's. $400 million is the bid, and the piece is sold.
Meet the man who sold a $450 million painting of Jesus to a Saudi prince in just 19 minutes. But the true masterpiece wasn't the painting itself, it was the incredible sales strategy behind it. Let's go back to 2017, when there was too much craze going about art. A painting, supposedly created by the legendary Leonardo da Vinci, was put up for auction at Christie's in New York. This artwork, known as the Salvator Mundi, depicts Christ holding a crystal orb in one hand while giving a blessing with the other. The auction house promoted it as the male Mona Lisa and as the last Da Vinci painting still in private hands. This painting wasn't just a regular art piece, it had a long, twisted history of being lost, found, and restored multiple times. However, there was one major problem. Experts weren't completely sure if it was really painted by Leonardo da Vinci himself. But one of the key figures behind the sale was not the painting itself, but a man named Loic Geuser, the co-chairman of post-war and contemporary art at Christie's. Geuser is known for being a risk-taker and a creative genius in the art world. He has a reputation for staging auction events like no one else. And for this painting, he used all his skills to craft an irresistible story around it. Geuser turned the auction highly intense and competitive. He described the Salvator Mundi as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, emphasizing its mysterious history, its reappearance after centuries of being lost, and its connection to Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest artists of all time. The way he presented the painting made it seem as though owning it was like owning a piece of a new artistic revival. He even ensured that the painting was displayed alongside Andy Warhol's 60 Last Suppers, drawing a parallel between two monumental pieces depicting Christ. This strategic placement wasn't accidental, it was meant to amplify the painting's importance and establish it as a modern-day masterpiece. Despite the doubts about its authenticity, Geuser's masterful presentation and marketing created a frenzy among potential buyers. A massive bidding war erupted, with bids jumping from $100 million to $200 million in a matter of seconds. Finally, the hammer came down at an eye-watering $450.3 million, making it the most expensive painting ever sold at an auction. Everyone was amazed to see that.
400 million. Leonardo Salvator Mundi selling here at Christie's. $400 million is the bid, and the piece is sold.
But here's the kicker: the buyer wasn't immediately known. After some investigation by the media, it was revealed that the buyer was Prince Badr bin Abdullah, a relatively unknown Saudi prince. However, it soon emerged that he was merely acting as a proxy for the real buyer, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, also known as MBS. So, why did this purchase spark so much controversy? Let's break it down. Firstly, the authenticity of the painting was questionable. Some art historians and experts argued that while the painting might have been created by one of Da Vinci's students or followers, it wasn't entirely his own work. Many pointed to the awkward placement of the Christ figure's hand and inconsistencies in the painting's style as reasons for skepticism. Secondly, the painting had undergone extensive restoration. By the time it was put up for auction, much of the original paintwork had been covered by layers of restoration over the centuries. This raised concerns that the version sold at auction didn't accurately reflect Da Vinci's artistic vision. So why did Prince Mohammed bin Salman want this painting so badly, despite all these controversies? There are a few theories. One theory suggests that the Crown Prince wanted to project Saudi Arabia as a cultural powerhouse. Traditionally, Saudi Arabia hasn't been known for its involvement in the global art scene. By acquiring what was believed to be the last Da Vinci painting, MBS might have been trying to signal that Saudi Arabia was ready to enter a new era of cultural openness and sophistication. Another theory is that MBS wanted to use the painting to bolster his personal prestige and wealth. Owning such a rare artwork would place him in the same league as some of the world's most prominent art collectors, aligning with his vision of Saudi Arabia's transformation under his leadership. Loic Geuser knew that securing a buyer like MBS would require more than just marketing. Geuser personally reached out to advisors and intermediaries in the Saudi royal family, carefully navigating the network of individuals close to the Crown Prince. He presented the painting as a symbol of power and prestige that would elevate the status of anyone who owned it. Guzer also knew that the Saudi prince wasn't just looking to buy a painting, he was looking to make a statement. By convincing the prince that owning the Salvator Mundi would cement Saudi Arabia's place in the global art world, Guzer effectively sold the painting as more than just an art piece. It was a cultural trophy. Now, here's where the mystery deepens. After its purchase, the Salvator Mundi was expected to be displayed at the Louvre, Abu Dhabi, as a symbol of Saudi Arabia's growing influence in the Middle East. But it never made it to the museum. Since 2017, no one has seen the painting in public. Rumors swirled that it was being stored in a high-security vault in Switzerland, or even aboard MBS's luxurious superyacht. The uncertainty about its location only added to the intrigue and controversy surrounding the painting. The purchase of Salvator Mundi by MBS also drew criticism from multiple quarters. Critics argued that spending $450 million on a painting was hypocritical, considering the Crown Prince's own push for austerity measures back home in Saudi Arabia. They questioned why a huge amount of money was spent on art when the country faced economic challenges and many of its citizens were struggling. Moreover, the secrecy surrounding the painting's whereabouts led to even more backlash. Art lovers and historians criticized the fact that a piece of such supposed historical value was being hidden away rather than being made accessible to the public. This entire episode raises important questions about art, value, and authenticity. What gives a painting its value? Is it the name attached to it, the history it carries, or the aesthetic beauty it represents? And finally, how much should someone be willing to pay for something that might not be what it seems? Whether the Salvator Mundi is a true Da Vinci or not, the story of its purchase by a Saudi prince has left a lasting mark on the art world. It's a tale of wealth, power, and the length some people will go to own a piece of history, even if that history is surrounded by controversies. Was Saudi prince's purchase of the Salvator Mundi a bold move to put Saudi Arabia on the global art map? Or was it a failed attempt to buy prestige? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe Advanceable and be the advanced version of yourself.